going. We got 100 subscribers on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
We doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So this is officially happening now. Okay.
Nice.
So before we get into the bullshit, I got to check on my boys. Oliver Fortune, my man, how you doing, bro?
Man, it is good to be back. I have had a couple shows off, but I am ready, back in action, ready to kick some ass.
And we actually got D, who was just in front of the camera, behind the camera now. D, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. You know, I could do a little bit of everything.
And the man of the hour, we got my man Toon in the house.
Will I take him to the drinking?
Hey, we just did a fire interview with Toon probably about a couple hours ago. A lot of game drop, a lot of wisdom drop, man. Good dude. I don't gotta say too much about him. Just go and watch the episode, man. But Toon, thank you for staying, bro. How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I appreciate the round 2 of the podcast. Very excited, and I'm ready to get into some more bullshit.
How's that round 2 of that liquid death, though?
This is actually water. You gotta keep it clean, you know.
All right, ladies. So before we start, we have to know some things about you guys, okay? So we need to know your age, your name, what you do for work, and relationship status. I was going to say body count. I'm not going to do tonight, but go ahead. Oh, okay, shit, okay. And body count. Are we going to start?
Oh, damn, she looking like...
Kiara's going to do her body count.
Is it? Okay, Kiara.
What you going to say? She going to tell the truth? Who going to tell the truth first?
Need full transparency.
Is it?
Thank you. My name's Kiara. I am single, and my body count is 7. Oh.
Wait, is what?
7.
Stop the cap.
Okay. All right. My next lady.
My name is Lydia. I'm 32 years old, and what is a body count?
Okay, I got one for you.
She belongs to the street.
Anyway.
Nah, what is she, assassin or something?
All right, I know I like to fuck around with Lady Seriously, man. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
So just don't mind me. But the object of the game tonight, man, we want to play this game called Red Pill and Chill. And I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Red Pill Overdose podcast down in Atlanta, Georgia. I think his name is Don J. Bro, fuck with the podcast, fuck with what you're doing. Went ahead and bought your cards, man. I thought it'd be a good idea if we just go ahead and play a game. Let the ladies answer the question. They're going to lie, of course. But you know what? We want to have some fun with this tonight. So I figured we all start, have about 3 questions. We'll have time to answer the question. So when somebody asks the question, we'll all go around the table and answer it, okay?
Sure.
So we going to start. Who should we start with tonight?
Mine's easy. Mine's really easy.
You too excited right now.
We already talked about it. He already has one for me.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna let Toon start this because he's a man of the hour,
Let's
man.
go.
Okay, so I'll start. Let me see. All right, first card. Should your partner be allowed to go through your phone? Why or why not?
Ooh, spicy. So who wants to answer first?
Definitely no, because I'm not interested in his phone. So if I was interested, then yeah, but I'm not. So no.
So you can go through his phone, we can't go through yours?
No, I'm not interested in going through his phone at all.
Why
is that?
Yeah.
I've never been. How is that allowed? I don't know. Is that cool to go through your man's phone? I don't know. Plus, they say if you go looking for something, you're gonna find something. So
you never been through your man's phone at all?
Right.
Like never,
and he had a flip
once.
phone, so there was no lock or nothing. I never looked through it.
Flip phone.
No, seriously.
Hitting him on his next door shirt.
No, it was a flip phone and no lock, no face recognition. Yeah.
You couldn't even send them pictures.
And I still didn't look through it. I still didn't care. I mean, whatever. Flip phone, you don't want to look through that anyways. But
Hey, ladies.
It wasn't a situation to where you didn't want to look through his phone because you didn't want him to look through yours because you had something to hide, was it?
I have seen his history because it was Firefox, so you are able to see like what he
The browser history.
and that was really scary. But
What was in the history?
Backpage.com.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Hold on. I got a fuck.
Well, yeah, I'm so thankful the government shut that shit down. So
You got the government on the flip phone?
no, Backpage is not up, right? It's not
Oh,
up
okay,
yet.
Yeah.
It's like-
What was you gonna say? You gonna say something too?
But in essence, you feel no need to go through your man's phone. Just
in general.
in general.
Mhm.
See, you ladies need to take some notes because we need more women like
Nah,
you.
hold on.
But it's
Hold on.
really it's how I feel. I don't know. I'm not the type to, but it's me.
Go
Like,
snooping.
I mean-
it's just.
I mean, she kind of glazed over my question now.
She
I
did.
don't
She
know.
did.
Oh, wow.
His history, but I did see his history.
You answered
But
the question.
nah. But it's because you got something I had. You don't want him going through yours, questioning yours.
No, he can definitely look through my phone. It's cool.
Could he
and
have-
a lot of people.
Could he have your Instagram password?
Yeah.
So you're saying you clean as a whistle?
A lot of guys, it doesn't matter if I tell them, and it's happened a few times.
How many blue check marks you got in your DM?
No, none. I'm just saying. Sometimes they say like they don't care, if I got a man or not. So it's just like
So you have
they're
absolutely
DMing me.
you
but-
got nothing to hide.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's interesting.
I'm not scared of him.
All right. Go ahead, Toon. Answer the question, man.
Answer
Yeah,
my own question.
yeah, answer your own question.
Oh. I feel like they should be able to go through your phone. If you're in a true partnership, I feel like they should have the right to go, to go through your phone. If you're not hiding nothing, then you have nothing to be worried about. It's only when you're trying to keep something or hide something where though you feel as if you have restrictions on them wanting to see your phone, or they go through your socials or they go through your messages. It's typically when you're trying to hide something, whereas though you're trying to be secretive and not allow your significant other to go through your phone. Other than that, like, you guys should have access. It just creates for more transparency and just a healthier relationship. But it's subjective depending on the relationship. Some people may feel otherwise, but I feel as though if everybody has equal access to their partner's phone, it just creates for a healthier relationship between the two. That's just me. Kiara, how do you feel?
Well, I've only went through a guy's phone once because I needed to.
You didn't eat for a week.
I was stressing. I was like, I'm getting emotional damage. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go through his phone. And
what prompted you to go through his phone?
Because he kept lying about stuff. And I proved him wrong. Like, when he was lying, like I caught him right there.
What was he lying about in particular?
He lied about who would be calling his phone. He lied about putting people on his taxes.
Damn.
Yeah, kids. He had kids or something.
He said he didn't. He said he was helping out his sister, and
He could be lying.
So
Shit, bro.
it was a little toxic towards the end. But
How long were y'all together?
3.5 years.
Y'all not asking the right question.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm gonna say this. And I want to ask you this. After you went through his phone, you found out what you needed to find out. Did you stay with him?
No, I had a strategic plan when to leave because I was trying to see if I could. The lying kind of came from drinking. So whenever he drank a lot, he was not transparent with me. He was very messy, and I couldn't really trust him. And I was always overthinking everything. I was like, what's wrong with me? So I'm an overthinker to this day.
Okay.
And it's because of my past experiences.
Sure.
So it's like when I try to trust somebody and then they disobey my trust, that's really hard for me to trust you again. So I'm mentally disconnecting from you as a person, your energy, but emotionally it takes me time. It takes me time as a person. So
Did you need someone else to jump to?
No, I don't like doing that.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Okay.
I like to heal on my own. I like to just feel things out, and then I don't like to rush my past energy to the next energy.
So when you saying that, you say, all right, this is done, no more, no contact, nothing with him.
Yeah, like if I were to be honest,
Y'all
like,
didn't fuck one last time.
I'm telling y'all. So like I left in June it was June. Our lease was ending, so I moved out.
You started playing to the left.
To the left. So
and
left.
not to cut you off, but June of this year.
No, 4 years ago.
Okay.
This was my last serious relationship.
Okay.
4 years ago. So then in July, I was like, I really can't do this anymore. Like, we can't even be friends.
Oh wow.
I can't be friends with my exes. So we can talk about that on a different topic. But I'm not friends with any of my exes. I don't like stringing them along. I don't see the point of it. I wish them the best. And then
you don't wish them the best. You don't wish them the best. You don't want them to do better than you.
Of course I do.
And here's the real question. How was y'all sex life?
It was pretty good. I've had better. Better than him, yeah.
What constitutes as better?
The oral.
And Kiara, get into the mic a little bit more for me too, love. It's just a little bit more. Yeah, there it is. Good.
The oral part was better. I didn't know someone else could get better head than him, so I was like, oh shit.
Oh wow.
Oh.
All right, so I guess it's my turn to answer the question.
On that note, I'm gonna sip on mine.
I'm gonna be a little bit controversial here.
What you got?
Fellas, you should be able to go through your girl's phone. She should never go through yours. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because men and women don't cheat the same exact way. Men value sex. Women value attention. So if your girl is in her phone and she has about 5 or 6 dudes DMing her that she's responding to, that's her way of cheating on you. I'm sorry. Now, if I'm having sex with you, that's my way of cheating on you. So men and women cheat very differently. And like women, their lives are in their phone. And I always say this: women may not fuck with a guy, but they know who has next. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to give that guy that's in your DMs just enough to keep him around, to have that kind of backup dick in case something fucks up. So that's my answer to the question.
I like
don't fellas, don't let the girl go through your phone, go through hers. Oliver, go ahead.
Absolutely not. She is not going through my phone. Not because I don't have anything to hide, but because I do a lot of shit. I take a lot of chances, and I don't need to be questioned 24/7. Yeah. What is this? What is it? Nah. Just can't. Not happening.
I feel that, Brody.
I agree.
I feel that, Brody.
Because all it does is just she goes to my phone, she sees something that wasn't even like it. Right. She don't have contacts. Now she mad. I don't got time for random stuff like that. Yeah.
Did everybody answer the question? Do you want to hop in on this real quick, D?
What you got, D?
I'll answer this one. I don't think going through a phone is good. I say it because of like this. I don't know about y'all. Sometimes I just like my room door closed. It's not that I'm doing anything in the room. I like my room door closed. I just like the privacy of it. So I just think like your phone, like, all right, this is what I think. Like if your significant other says, hey, can I use your phone? You shouldn't. No, you can't use my phone. That's different. But you shouldn't actively go through each other's phone, because if you do, it's just not going to end well. You might even see something that's not that serious, and it might turn into a bigger issue. So I just think you should leave that alone, because you're asking for something. Because if that's somebody you love, of course, if you see somebody even saying you look nice or this or that, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna get mad at it, even if they don't respond. So even so I just think you should just leave it alone. It's in your best interest of your heart and your appetite.
Yeah.
So Lydia, you were so excited a minute ago.
Because he had a flip phone, right? So he couldn't use the GPS, but I always had my phone available for looking up things, Googling, asking questions. He'll be like, ask Google. Yeah. So my phone was still always in his hand.
I was talking about the next question.
Hold on. I'm at the action. How long ago was this flip phone? That's the last question.
Yeah, like just recently.
He didn't want another phone.
No, sir. And it's
how old is this guy?
And he'll get a new version of that flip phone.
Where did he get his phone? 7-Eleven?
Hold on.
No, Verizon.
This got a track phone.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little burner.
It's a trapper.
Oh, dang. You like them hustlers.
She like hood niggas. I can tell.
That's why she's smiling like that. Damn.
That was a trap phone.
Man, burner, yeah.
All right, go ahead, Lydia. I ain't fucking with you tonight, bro.
Name your top 3 deal breakers in a relationship.
Oh,
That's good.
That's a great one. Oliver, you want to go ahead and start this time?
Oh man, you want to start me off?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Number 1 deal breaker: acting too masculine. I cannot have a chick that's trying to compete with me 24/7. Nah, it just ain't gonna happen. Top 3, dang. Number 3, if she's not organized, if she's like dirty car, dirty bathroom, she don't keep a clean spot, can't rock with her.
Got you.
And then let me see. Number 3, she don't support me and with what I do and my ambitions and shit like that. Like she can't find her place in my life.
We have pretty much the same list. Mine is I hate women that aren't feminine. Like I hate women that aren't inspirational. I hate bad hygiene, and I hate disagreeableness. D, what about you, D?
I would say not being able to communicate at all. Like not being able, like if we have a disagreement, can't communicate at all. Definitely, I don't really. It's hard to say I have deal breakers because I'm married, because it's almost like stuff that you think you might not put up with or do, like you try to work things out or try to work through certain things. So I can't really say I wouldn't. It's hard to say, bro, because it's different now than before I got married, bro.
So Kiara, the one I got smoked for tonight. What are your deal breakers?
What was for dating, right?
Yeah, to the top 3. And just a little closer. I know it's popping a little when you get into it, but just try to work with me a little bit. There it is.
When someone can't be vulnerable, because I kind of have to connect with you on those like emotional days. Like, we're all going through it.
Sure.
Deep down, like you could be smiling, you're positive, or you can just have that straight face where you're not feeling nothing. But at the same time, like, talk to me. What's up? Like, if I'm asking you, how's your day? How you feeling? Like, just open up.
I want you to finish that, but I'm gonna go back to that one point in a minute. But go ahead.
I did have 2 more, but I can't think of it.
So okay, so
we can always come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I ask you this question though? Are you really okay with your man being vulnerable with you?
Am I really okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It makes me feel like you trust me when you're vulnerable with me.
Is it really more so that you want him to be vulnerable, or you just want to be, no offense, nosy, like about what he got going on?
No, just like,
it's not a little bit of both potentially. You want to know what's going on too.
But I am a curious person.
So is it more that you want him to be vulnerable because you want to be vulnerable, or is it because you more so want to know what's going on?
It's like genuine, like just genuine curiosity. Just like, hey, like I asked Lydia today, like Lydia's one of my best girlfriends, and I'm like, hey Lydia, how was your day? Like sometimes the way I think about guys, because I don't want to overcomplicate it, because I know guys can be just simple people.
Right.
Like, hey Lydia, how was your day? How many facials did you have today? Oh, I had 6. Who was your best customer? Like, engage. Like,
I definitely answered every single.
You did? I don't know. I'm different.
So you want to basically just have like good. I mean, you can have good chemistry, but when we think about like vulnerability, I'm thinking like if a problem really occurs and it's a tough one, heavy emotionally, I don't think in that moment you would want your man to be vulnerable. I would think you would want your man to be more so strong.
What type of situation?
So an example I could say, let's say a burglar breaks in. This is it ain't really extreme. It happens. A burglar breaks in and he's scared to death just like you. But the difference is like if he gets behind you, ooh, I'm scared. What we gonna do? You can kind of be like, nah, he's being vulnerable. But in that state of mind, though, you need him to get up and do something like urgently. You don't have time to be scared. You got to do something.
Not that type of vulnerable. Just when we're having deep combos.
So just having basically a conversation, good chemistry.
Like if I'm literally asking you, like, hey, what was your past relationships like?
So the ability to be open.
Be open.
I got
okay.
You.
That's more fair.
And like I agree with that to a certain extent, but I always tell guys, you shouldn't really be vulnerable with the girl until you built enough equity in the woman to she knows that you're masculine enough. You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
So like if a guy comes to you and opens up too soon, it runs the risk of turning you off because you're gonna be like, man, I can't trust this guy to be the rocking foundation in my life. Now, a guy that you're with for maybe 5 years, yeah, I'll say even 2 or 3, and he goes to something tough like maybe he lost a parent lost a job, and he opens up at that point, that can turn you on to a certain extent. I agree with you, but I just think for the most part, we got to be careful with telling men to be vulnerable with women because it's a very risky thing to do.
Or you can't do it too much.
Exactly.
You can't have a problem every week that you can't solve every single week.
No.
And I'll say this too.
I mean, that's being vulnerable.
It's more important for guys to have men and mentors they look to kind of solve their problems, and also God, if you believe in that too. But just don't overshare your problems with your woman, because eventually women are innately designed to look for safety in their man. And if you're basically pouting about your problems every single day, it's going to eventually turn majority of women off. So that's all I want to say.
I like that response. That was a good response, TK.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I'm next. So
yeah.
Number one, above all things, like you guys mentioned, I think everybody mentioned it several times, but hygiene is a big thing.
Absolutely, bro.
And that's a absolute deal breaker. You know, we look at women and we would want our woman to be as clean as possible. Like, I should be able to eat a 4-star dinner off your body and not feel disgusted whatsoever. Okay. So you need the personal upkeep needs to be there at all times. That's number one. So that's a big deal breaker. Number two, you have to have a sense of personality. Like, I like that. You can't be a stiff. You can't be uptight. You can't be like, self-centered and just fully yourself. You have to be, fun, outgoing, have a good sense of humor. A sense of humor is key. If I can't laugh with you, I can't joke with you, everything is serious, or, we're just going back and forth or arguing or things of that nature. Like, I just don't want to be around you. At this point of our lives, like, we're looking for people to give us peace of mind. Peace of mind is imperative. So you would want somebody that you can get along with and laugh with and just create good moments with. So having a personality is very key with me. Maybe different for somebody else, but I need you to be, very open, outgoing, and we should be able to, have good times all the time. Yeah. So that's number two. Number three, I feel like she has to have some type of ambition or goals. I like that. We live in a world where, as though not all, but a lot of females more and more, let me not say females, a lot of women more and more have this notion where, as though the man has to do everything for them. They have to provide, whereas though the woman sits back and does absolutely nothing, or she feels like she has to do absolutely nothing but sit there, look pretty, may give up some ass here and there, but majority of the time they feel as if they have to do nothing and the man is just supposed to provide everything. And that's not going to fly with me. Like, I need you to be a partner. This needs to be a partnership. It has to be 50-50. I need you to get up off your ass. I need you to have some goals about yourself, and I need you to get to the money just like how I'm trying to get to the money. That way we can work cohesively and build something together. It just can't be a 50-0 thing or 100-0 thing. Like, it got to be 50-50. We have to be on the same page as far as our mindset and what we're trying to move towards as far as goals and building something. And I got a number 4 thing. This, I know it's 3 things, but this is a bonus. Bonus, you got to work out. You gotta work out. I should have said that. Gotta work out, bro. We gotta work out. You gotta work out. You have to.
That waist, baby.
Absolutely.
Now, lady, go and answer your own question. Did you answer?
Now, hold on, real quick. I want to comment that on Toon.
You got it, bro.
I do agree with that, but I also just want to put it out there for the ladies, because me personally, I'm more of a guy. I kind of don't want my girl to work as much, because, like I said, I like real feminine women. Sometimes women have to work and they have such a burden on their back. Sometimes, and it's nothing wrong with wanting that. Yeah. But sometimes, when you're saying doing nothing, I just wanted to make sure that some girls think that, if I'm not working, I'm not doing anything. No, you can provide to your man in other ways, just besides, financially. Because I don't want girls to feel secure. I feel like society puts a lot of pressure on women to, if you're not a boss bitch, if you're not, girl, why you sitting at home having his kids? You ain't doing, like, I personally don't like that, because I actually prefer a woman that actually doesn't work as much. And I don't mean she ain't doing anything. Sure. But of course, she's providing value to me in other ways. And that's just my personal preference.
I like that. They can provide value in more ways than just having to work and, provide financial support. Yeah. It could be emotional support. It could be
for sure.
It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be always financial, but as long as she's adding value to your liking, then she's doing something opposed to doing nothing at all.
I had something to say to y'all.
What you got, D?
This sounds great. No, because it sounds great what you're saying. But this day and time, this economy, is that realistic?
For most people, probably not.
For which one?
When you're saying you don't really care if she works and she's adding value, y'all need to pay the light bill. You can't pay with her emotions.
Nah, but that's my job though.
But that's what I'm saying. If it works for you, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying if we're going to talk to people, and we telling people and instructing them, because I think unrealistic expectations get set sometimes, and I don't want to. That's why I said in this day and time in this economy, does that work for the everyday person?
It does not, and I'll say, but at the same time too as well. I just wanted to make it clear because a lot of times I just feel like women get misconceived that if they not out here working and killing it, you know what I'm saying, breaking their back, you know what I'm saying, they not worth shit, and that's not true. They have things that men can't do. Now, like I said, a lot of dudes will say they want a feminine woman, right? But at the same time, they're not like you have to put your woman in her feminine. Like if she has to work and stress and do all that. Now, like you said, most dudes are not able to do that. But if you are a dude that does want that, you got to put up. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you getting the bread. You have to do whatever it takes to get the money to provide for her or your kids or whatever. And that is hard work. That is not easy at all. But for the average everyday dude, I do agree, D. Yeah, they're not able to do it, and they're not even willing to do it. They don't even want to accept it. That's true.
I mean, I kind of beg to differ because I know most men, if they could, even if they work hard, I know dudes that work 50, 60 hours a week, and they still can't do that. But they work hard. They put in their best effort.
Right.
And everybody doesn't have the mindset and say, you know what, I'm going to branch off. I'm going to do my own thing, or I'm going to do extra, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. People don't have that mindset to go to that next level where they're able to do that, because that is a desire in my heart, you know, one day that my wife don't got to work at all, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know, and I'll be there one day, but I'm just saying for the everyday person in their 25 to 35 or 40, they're not able to do that.
Yeah.
So
even people working until they're 60 and 70 years old, man.
So Lydia, did you answer your own question? Did you answer it?
I didn't answer it because I don't really have any answers, because I agree with everyone, like hygiene, personality.
I want to get, and not to cut you off, I want to get back to that bonus.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
Because taking care of your body, not only, you know, hygienically, but as far as your physical, it goes a long way than more just your appearance. It stems to your mental and more avenues than you could think. You know, health and nutrition is key, man. You got to take care of your body, you know, and it does a lot for your confidence, especially women, because believe it or not, women, their decline starts around like 24, 25. Like, I know your bodies go through a lot of changes that men, as time goes on, we get better with time. On the same token, women, you guys start to decline. Your body starts to decline rapidly at a certain age, and it only gets worse. That's why so many women are rushing to have kids, or, you know, they want to hop into these relationships because they realize, like, you know,
I gotta get wiped up.
You know, there's.
So can I ask you a question?
I'm listening. What you got?
Who hurt you, man?
Nobody. It sounds like I've been hurt. I don't know. He just said that.
I'm in no rush.
Keep your heart.
Keep your heart
3 stacks. Nobody hurt me, bro. But it's just something that I realized. Like,
I'm fucking with you,
and for me, like I like a woman who takes care of herself, because it shows a certain level of not personality. What's the word I'm looking for?
Commitment, dedication.
To me,
self-image, dedication. It says a lot about how you feel about yourself as a person, and that shows me that adds value right there. If I could look at you, if I could look at a woman like, damn, she takes care of herself, she works out just as much as I work out. And I work out a lot. You know, I'm in the gym 6 days, maybe 7 days a week, depending on, you know, what week it is.
You're not lying, man.
But if I notice that you're taking care of yourself and working on yourself, that adds value to me before I even know who you are. So I appreciate that, a woman who takes care of herself and has that type of self-love for herself. So
and somebody like you, Toon, that's definitely in the gym, and we all in the gym, you know what I mean? But it's like when you deal with a chick that's not in the gym, you go out with her on the day, you're like, Counting calories? What you talking about? You gotta measure your protein. What you mean? Shorty ain't got the macro. It's like they don't get the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like it can get a little crazy sometimes. But yeah, that's good, man.
And I kind of want to touch on that point too, Toon. But you said some good stuff. Like women don't realize that their decline does start a lot faster than men.
Sure.
And like you said, normally the sexual market value, ladies, I'm not saying your value as a person. The sexual market value of a woman is probably about the peak is at 24. And after that, generally speaking, not all, but most women's looks start to decline at that point. And then once you factor in metabolism slowing down, you start having kids, you're going to pick up weight naturally. So if you aren't already working out, it's not a good look for women, like at all. Seriously. But Kiara, your turn.
I like, the deal breaker if you don't work out, because I like the ambition part too.
Yeah,
like I feel like that almost goes hand in hand.
Sure.
When you're ambitious, you have goals.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe you'll start wanting to improve your physical and mental well-being, and
nice.
that is getting yourself to exercise, even if it's just yoga or daily walks outside.
Something.
You know. So, but yeah, a healthy routine.
Absolutely.
So it's your turn to ask the question now. What you got for us?
Okay. Would you date someone who dated your friend? Why or why not?
I'm gonna go first for this one.
That's a good question.
D and I always talk about this, and so me and Oliver too. I go through. They say this: you should hire slow and fire fast. Okay. So when I have a friend, somebody that I call my friend, I have put that person through the ringer. I've seen their test. I've seen the person angry. I've seen how they deal with loss. I see how they deal with certain avenues that are going on in their life. So my principle is with this. I don't deal with any man that acts funny behind women and money. So I know for a fact that if my man dealt with somebody seriously, I wouldn't even cross that line, because I just think that's a line that men should not cross, period. If it's somebody that they were with for multiple years and it's a serious relationship, I would not cross that line. And if I call you my friend and you cross that line, you're dead to me personally. And
I'm gonna take it next. I know we getting out of order here, but I feel like I just gotta come in after that one.
I like that.
For me personally, man, like if it was even the intention that my man even tried to even talk to you, I'm not interested. And people might say, oh, that's taking it too far. They never even talk. But I've seen jealousy through my life. It's a very powerful thing. And it's just, if this is someone that I consider a friend or a brother, I don't even want to take the chance of even it being like an inch of jealousy, because I've seen the power of jealousy. 1% of jealousy, that's all it takes to get you killed. You know what I mean? So for me personally, if you even tried to if my man tried to talk to you, was like, nah, I'm trying to talk. Nope. Nah.
Because I mean, like, I think to a certain extent, like, let's just say that my man might have smashed a joint. And I do agree with you, Oliver. Like, I kind of get turned off my man when they even dealt with the chick that I'm interested in. I'm not going to lie, but we've had that conversation before too. Like, hey, do you mind if I go with Shorty? You know, we at least have that conversation.
Sure.
A lot of dudes don't do that. They'll go behind your back and try to backdoor you kind of stuff. I don't mess with that, man.
Nah, that's foul. And that's like an unwritten code within men.
Yeah.
Like if I talk to a chick and I talk to the chick and the chick knows that we're talking and everybody knows it's a known thing, I wouldn't want my man trying to get at the same girl that I was dealing with, you know, because that's just foul. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess it all depends on the relationship you guys had as well, too. Now, if it was just something where it was just like a fling, like a quick thing,
I agree with that.
And he knows that, or somebody knows that I consider a friend, then I wouldn't have an issue with it. But if it happened to be a serious relationship, like we were dealing with one another, then that's off limits. Like that should be a no-brainer. Like, bro, just don't do it. That's a no-no. You don't do that. But if it was something like a overnight or a one-night stand, I'm like, oh, well, you know, she's up for grabs.
Hey,
do your thing, bro. You know, but even still, you know, just the respect factor of you coming to me and having that conversation, like, bro, I know you were dealing with this such and such at one point. You know, what's the current situation? You guys still messing with one another? What was the extent of the relationship? Am I good to go at that? Then I will respect you more than if you just go behind my back, regardless of how you feel the relationship is, you know? So I guess it depends on person to person, but I just feel like that's a no, off limits.
Ladies, how we feel about that?
Yeah.
You feel about on y'all end?
Yeah, it's too messy.
Yeah.
It's too messy.
Elaborate.
Because we already had pillow talk about you.
What the?
You talk about all your boys right at pillow talk.
Oh,
so
can I talk about that for a second? And I'm gonna say,
I already know about all his friends, so I'm not even
But you know the messed up part about a lot of time, y'all pillow talk, but sometimes that would make y'all want to go to the dude your girl's pillow talking about. I've seen that happen before
I'm so
too.
Different.
Oh, wow.
I'm so different. I love pillow talk. That's the vulnerability part with me, like the pillow talk.
Yeah, the pillow
yeah,
talk.
let's lay
Yeah.
down.
Let's
What's
lay
up?
down. I would not date. No, that's a no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
We're different.
and why does every girl say that?
What?
What?
That pillow talk is.
No, that they're different.
Oh,
Because every woman is different.
maybe I'm a little masculine, like feminine, but
No, I don't get masculine from you. I really don't.
Thank you so much.
But I do get a little bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, because like I feel like this is what's about to come right now, Lydia. I can tell you kind of come off as like this. Oh my god, I'm just so innocent and sweet, and I'm like, there's something with you. I know I can tell.
Nobody just deals with a guy with a flip phone.
She like, and you know what?
Red flag. Personal foul.
20 yards. She'll tell the whole story. She had a flip phone
I
too.
wasn't gonna act bougie.
And listen,
Y'all were Bonnie and Clyde.
like you out robbing niggas with this dude. I can tell, bro. She like she gonna smuggle drugs in the pussy and some more shit for a nigga. I'm telling you, bro. I can see it.
I would date a guy with a flip phone.
You like hood niggas too, then?
Why not? I like them all.
Whoever's cool. Oh my god.
You needed to hit something on that soundboard.
I like
Stop the
yeah,
cap.
like bro. And like, look, I was trying to be nice tonight. I swear, but y'all are full of shit, man. Y'all full of shit. I'm telling you.
Gang.
It's like y'all do this, and maybe I can tell like. You normally run guys. You walk into a room and you're like, oh my god, hey, my name is Lydia. I'm just so nice. And guys are like,
They never approach me unless I'm with my sister. Then for some reason, everyone says hi to us. There's someone even like stopped talking on the phone, was like, oh my god, you guys look so cute today. But when I'm by myself, no.
Why do you think that is?
So guys typically don't approach you, is what you're saying.
But 100% when I'm with my sister, everybody says hello. Everyone's so nice. Like men and women. They say hello. When I'm by myself, none of them.
Why do you think that is?
You got RBF?
No, I don't. Y'all saw me when I walked in here. That's me. Like, I'm always smiling. But
Did anybody believe this facade, or was it just me? Like anybody else believe
I
this?
love it. I love when they stop us and they say hello. Like, I don't know.
Where'd this friendliness come from? Because like I'm gonna be honest, man. Most women over 30, they kind of a little more grouchy. I mean, this
I guess I haven't
friendliness.
experienced because I don't have any kids. You know,
yeah.
this is my first like really good job. I'm 32, but this is my first really good job.
Okay.
You know?
Let's-
How's the relationship with your dad?
It's good. We love each other.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Let's ask the
I
tough
respect him.
questions. Let's ask the tough questions here, okay? First of all, talk about this hood nigga you're dealing with. Let's talk about this. The trap phone guy,
The flip phone.
drug dealer, trapper. What is he?
No, he's not a drug dealer. Nothing.
Is he older?
Yeah.
How much older?
36. So like 5-6 years older.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna move on with the game.
Yeah.
What kind
But-
of ringtone you got?
Back then they didn't want me by Mike Jones, sitting on 4-4s.
I'm glad we're talking about this because I didn't know something like that would be,
What?
like a big deal. Him having a flip
Nah, you in PG County. We gonna cook them.
But like, okay, here's the next question. Because again, not all, but most. I found in my experience, most women who are over the age of, let's say, 28 and single, they're normally fucking nut jobs. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because here's what it is. Trauma does not look good on women in the same way it looks good on men. So what you'll see a lot of the time, and I've seen it firsthand, as women get older and they go through more boyfriends, they actually get harder and more masculine. Like I had a best friend at one point, man. We met probably at 16, I think. When I first met her, the most sweet, most charming, most innovative girl you ever met in your life. But as I've kind of see her catch more bodies over the years, she's getting a whole bunch of tattoos now, smoking, calling guys niggas, you know, just really like unflattering characteristics. But I don't see that in you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to wonder
it's the
why.
Word of God, so you know.
Oh, so why are you single?
The reason why I'm single is because the guy that I was with, we were together for 9 years. He didn't pay any of my bills, and he will not marry me. And I was still with him. I was like, okay, I just got to find a good job. I just have to find a good job. And I finally did, by the grace of God.
God is good. God is good.
Thank you.
All the time.
Thank you.
But I do want to say, why 9 years of him not putting
I wouldn't even
any
go there.
investment into you in the way that you thought he should? Why did you wait that long?
Yeah. All it took was to sit me down real quick and to talk about my complaints and my issues about the relationship. And it just took like, we're going to work on it. We're going to work 9 years, 9 cycles of him saying, we're going to work on it. And that the marriage would happen eventually, like no ring, nothing, not taking care of me, nothing. Just
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. If a man leaves you confused or leave you in the unknown, he don't really care, because men are most of the time intentional about stuff. Right. We'll be honest. We're intentional. We're intentional about what we love and what we care about.
Exactly. So I'm like, if you hate me so much, and then I'm ready to go and I'm ready to leave.
He didn't He didn't hate you. You were convenient for him.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
He didn't. He might want marriage, but you made it so convenient for him. You heard the term. Why buy the cow when you get the milk? When you get the things from a marriage and stuff that you're doing, you probably was doing nice stuff from all types of stuff from. So you're like, man, why I got married? Why put a ring on her? And it probably nothing to do with you. I don't know you, but it very well couldn't have been. It might not been you, and very much him.
And that's unfortunate because if a chick do that for the right dude, you know what I'm saying, it's good. But how many women really, hit a home run their first time at plate? You know what I mean? Like it's sad because
go ahead, bro.
Nah, you might get with a solid dude, and then at the same time, now you're like, well, I ain't gonna give all I gave. You know what I'm saying? Like because of this last dude or whatever, and it just kind of fucks it up.
That's my point. Trauma doesn't do good for women a lot of the time.
But he, what age did you get with him?
I was 23, and I was even more innocent. Like how I am now was even.
Did he take your virginity?
No, but
okay.
I was definitely inexperienced.
Let's ask Toon. Are you buying this good girl act that she has?
It does. I have nothing to hide. Like I have nothing to hide.
I'm buying the good girl. I don't think it's an act because I'm really big on energy, and I can I have a serious sense of discernment, and I can read people. And just the way she came in the room, I can feel the energy, and that's just how she is.
And I'm not saying I don't think you're a bad person at all. I just think it's just something you're not telling us.
I have to weave through a lot of things as well. I'm really glad that my life has been getting better ever since I did start leaving him alone. I have an apartment with my sister now. Never had my own apartment before, so
congrats.
Again, I'm like really happy because relationships. I couldn't find a good job at that time. The entire time I was with him, I was going to school a lot. And when you're in the beauty industry, it's good to have experience. So the entire 9 years I was with him, everyone's probably looking at me like I wasn't doing anything, but I was really adding on to my experience that entire time. So this job that I have, everything that I did in the past has helped me get to this moment. And I don't want him to take that away from me.
Do you still talk to him?
Yes. Yep. He's like, what's going on? What's this?
Fix your cars, TK. Come on, man. The power, baby.
I forgot where we was at. Whose turn was it, right, Lydia?
It was Lydia's turn.
Yes, it's very easy to talk to me. It is. Especially when it's not like yelling and just trying to demean, like really make me feel bad about myself. It's just regular conversation. Yes. And we're adults. Yes. Everything's okay. Like we're not kiddies.
I'm gonna chime in with what Lydia's saying just because she's my best friend. I've known Lydia for years now. She is a genuine person.
So you gonna lie for it too?
No,
It's fine. It's fine. I don't. Whatever I'm perceived to be right now, I literally it is fine. It's fine. I'm gonna keep my head high, and
she's very genuine.
I'm just glad I have a good job. Like, because in relationships, at least the woman has a job, and I swear to God, I literally feel better about myself. Even though we have a break now, still in the back of my head, him knowing that I have a job and I don't need to ask him for anything, it feels so good. So.
Sense of satisfaction.
Okay. All right. So who was next? Who was next? We got sidetracked there. I'm sorry. I just had to call out.
So you trying to get back with him? Pretty much.
No, but I am very happy with what I'm doing with my life now, which is just focusing on survival. Exactly. The economy is realer than love, and I do need to survive, and I'm choosing survival over love. So, which is fine because I'm still young. So.
Okay. Whose turn was it next?
Nice.
Whose turn?
I think we all three went.
All three of y'all went.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Is it somebody's turn to ask a question now?
Yeah.
I got go ahead, Oliver. Did you want to go ahead and go?
You want to rock, paper, scissors? I'll go.
Okay, we can do it. Let's do it. You ugly, bro. All right, go ahead.
All right, man. Let's see. Okay. You're dating a person and they say they want to wait until marriage to have sex. How would you respond?
D, you had a great laugh, bro. Go ahead, D. Go ahead.
I plead the fifth. Nah, but you know, in of course, my relationship with God, you supposed to wait till marriage. But sometimes that flesh, you know, the desires. So I can see the difficulty of waiting because we had this conversation before, me and you. I think it was the intentions of people being virgins when they get into marriage because now you know if you had bad sex, you don't know that necessarily it's bad sex. So you know the climate we in, most people aren't virgins when they get into it. So it's almost like, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and answer. How you feel about this?
There are other ways to get aroused. So if we don't have sex, there's other ways we can.
No oral.
Pleasure. No oral.
No.
How about a toy?
That's sexual interaction.
That still sucks. That's still sex in my opinion.
Then I'm a freak, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't get that vibe from you.
You know what? Let me shut up.
Look,
do tell.
Look, the bullshit is slowly peeling back, man. I'm getting to it, man. I'm getting to it.
I do have a low body count, I guess. Some people think that's surprising of me, but when I give it to the right or the person that I'm pursuing at the time, I'll go down.
Wait,
I be in it, and they love it.
You said 7, right?
7.
Team?
7.
Go ahead, hit that
7. I got you too, but don't worry about it.
I am not embarrassed. I love it. I take full ownership for every single body. Shout out to all of them. Thank you guys.
All right, so what you thinking about this? No sex before marriage.
Me personally, I can't because like Dee said, you know, most of us have already had sex several times over prior to even thinking about marriage. So, and plus, you would want to know if you're gonna make that commitment for the rest of your life. Some people step outside of marriage, you know, which you're not supposed to do. If you're gonna make that commitment, you're supposed to stay committed to that person and, you know, be with that one particular person to the day you guys die, you know. But me personally, I gotta know that the pussy is good.
Let's make this a little more complicated.
Before I put the ring on it, like, and the pussy got to be fire too, because if we're doing that on a regular basis, like, and this the only person I could do it with, this shit got to hit every time, and for a long time. So if the shit is trash, more times than not, the divorce is coming, man. I'm sorry, I can't be hitting trash pussy, dog. Like, stop me. I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry.
I think we need to make this. I'm gonna make the question a little bit more like juice it up a little bit because I think it's just too easy. I think we already know what everybody's gonna say.
Okay, sure.
So let's say that this person was your ideal type, personality, looks, everything, and they said that they're waiting until marriage now. So this person got personality, looks. The only thing you got a question mark on is just the sex. What we doing? I mean, she got everything you want. She fit, ambitious, pretty as hell, upkeep, everything you said that you want. But she says she's waiting till marriage.
I no, that's a good question. I like that question. You know, that does spice up the question a little bit. Then I might reconsider. You know, if you have all the intangibles, you know, and because at the end of the day, sex isn't everything. You know, you can have, because hear me out though, you can have a person with some fire sex, but everything else be trash.
That's facts.
You know, and it's like, damn, do I even really want to be with this person? Personality trash, body trash, character traits trash, but the pussy is good. Is the pussy gonna keep you around?
Why don't you ask Lydia and Kiara? They know something about, you know, sex being good and keeping guys around.
Okay, so one of you ladies chime in. What's your thoughts about this? Go ahead.
Oh, there was one couple that they did have sex, right? And then after 1 year, they decided to get married, like engaged, and then there was like 3 months, like 90 days to the wedding. They did not have sex until the day of. But they definitely did a few years back together.
Prior to.
Yes.
Okay. So to piggyback off his question, like, you know, let's just say for whatever reason this person meets all your requirements as far as their personality, their looks, their personality, whatever. They just meet. This person is fit for you. This is your ideal human being in the opposite sex, and you've not had intercourse yet. Are you waiting till marriage or till after marriage to have sex, or do you need to experience that prior to making that?
And then we can go fasting. We can fast, but we definitely have to see if there is a connection. Yes, absolutely.
So you're saying that, you know, he needs to put it down on you before making that connection.
And then if we can't,
we gotta hit the training wheels before we take them off. You know?
Yes, and then cool. And then if we can fast together, that's also cool too, because we definitely know that we got it for each other, and we're still waiting. Like, that's cool too. It's just as of a challenge, especially when it is good.
Got you.
So
I respect that. So, you know,
so go ahead, Toon.
So to Lydia's defense, you know, the sex got to be A1 before she makes the commitment, which I agree. You know, you don't want to make that commitment, and then that intimacy, that level of intimacy.
No surprises for him. It's all up to him. Especially if he doesn't like it, then for real, we can end it. It's, you know, if he doesn't like it, then let me know for real. Oh my god, for real. Let me know. No surprises. Like, it's easy to, you know.
All right, go ahead, carry the conversation real quick.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right.
Back
on the slow jams.
I
93.9.
I agree with Lydia.
What you got, Kiara?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's go.
I agree with Lydia, like every word, actually. Like, it would be so cool if you could just fast and not have sex for a month or two, even if it's 3 months. I'm fine with that. But I would like to know what it's like before we get married, because goodness.
For sure.
I think we all would like to know what it's like. That's why everybody's out here doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you know.
We some horny MFers.
But we have to answer the question. But if you couldn't, though, this is your ideal guy, perfect guy. Everything, height, looks, personality, can protect you, whatever you want. Some girls want to provide it, some girls don't. Whatever you want, he's that. But you just don't know about the sex. It's just y'all wait until marriage.
But he's literally perfect for you.
Like, can dress, he look good.
This is like, man, if God were to create my ideal human being, this is him. But you have to wait until he puts the ring on it for you guys to smash.
And he actually wants to get married, though.
He actually wants to get married, but you can't. He can't smash you until
Lydia can't do it. She can't.
I have a question.
The fact that he wants to marry me, that is so sweet.
That is so sweet
But
because it's hard out here. First of all, it's hard out here.
And he's
so
perfect,
pale.
and he's everything that I want.
Not
Oh my god! And he wasn't married.
Where's the ring? But can I look at it? Can I look at the shingling first?
You can look at it.
You
but
want to see his dick
Okay,
first.
that's
I would
fine.
like
That's
to see
fine.
it before we get
What if he
married.
got a small dick? Then what?
That's no, like
No.
everything.
Got a small
He's
pipe.
everything that you've ever wanted.
No.
Vulnerable.
Been there.
Gookie, that's a freak. I kind of like that.
She said, "I've been there." So if the pipe is small, that's a deal breaker, right?
So,
No, not if the pipe is small.
Not
Not
his
just that.
performance.
Performance.
But we don't know about his performance until you get married.
I know. So even if we can have sex and it's small, oof,
Mm.
yeah.
oh,
There has to
All
be
right.
like some indicators that
Like-
are
like,
like,
can I-
let's-
by doing other things.
Dealing.
What do I have forward to look to?
Literally.
Just. I don't know.
So let's go to
Can I
Lydia
feel it?
now. So Lydia, you said if you could have sex, you know, and stuff like that, you would want to try the training wheels, and then you say you'd be open to fast. That's dope. But at the same time, though, that ain't the question.
But
The question
answer is yes, I would wait. I would.
This is your
wait
perfect guy.
because
Stop
it's
the
official. It's official. He wants to get married with me.
Even if he waited another
And
9 years
he
to marry you.
Another 9.
Oh, girl, not 9.
And okay, well, my dream guy
7.5.
is fun. My dream guy is fun, and he actually like goes out at least 2 times a month,
Mhm.
and maybe 1 vacation a year. So, like if he's cool with that, then 9 years of that, hey, let's have fun.
Get back in the kitchen.
TK.
I'm sick. I'm sick of Lady tonight, bro. I swear, I'm sick of her shit, bro. I swear, man. Like, oh my
I
god,
did
like,
the best I could.
listen, she, like you are.
There's literally people out there that think like me. That's why we have to educate everybody.
No, because you
I
like
know, like I just have to let
you-
it out. So they're
you dance like, bro.
Crazy.
Y'all are Floyd Mayweather on this page. Y'all be dodging so many damn questions, but everything gotta be an
said
Oscar
yes,
speech,
I
a
would
long.
wait. I would wait. It's-
Okay, y'all ready for TK's answer? Okay, here it is.
What you got?
Because I am a Christian, you know, believe it or not. My favorite Bible verse is Romans 7:15. It basically says, "For the good thing that I want to do, I don't do. The evil thing that I don't want to do is the thing that I continue to do." Paraphrasing here, but that's what it says. So in an ideal world, I would not have sex before marriage. But since this world's not ideal, I can't do it. And
Okay.
the great Patrice O'Neal had a story one time, and I've kind of adopted this philosophy in my life. He was dealing with a chick one time, and he was saying that the girl was saying that she didn't want to have sex until she got married. And Patrice O'Neal said, you know what? I respect that, but I fuck right now, and I'm not ready to marry you. So I'm not saying that you should not be having sex, but I'm saying I'm not going to be having sex. So either you're going to give me some vagina or I'm walking out the door. That's my philosophy now moving forward. Especially if you're a born again virgin and somebody else, you didn't get in the pussy to somebody else and you trying to make me wait. No, sir. Not going to happen.
That's fine.
Hit the board.
What do I got on here that could kind of,
I don't know. Just pick something. You might even know it.
I can't do it.
I have a
Anyway.
question for
Sure.
everybody. What's the longest you've been without sex?
Ah.
Mine was 5 years.
Ooh.
I'm about to break this cap button tonight.
Stop the cap.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Really? You Toon.
I've gone about a year and some change, probably about a year and like four and 5
I
months.
respect that.
Literally.
Y'all gonna let her loud on the podcast like this? Y'all gonna let her loud like that?
5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Were guys just not interested, or were you just like, did somebody who hurt you? Like, what's going on?
Exactly. But that's cool that you healed.
Do you really want to get into that?
Yeah, let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it. Let's get nitty gritty.
Let's shatter this illusion.
Exactly.
Let's shatter this illusion. I don't even
5
know where
years?
to start. Oh, 5 years because I lost my virginity when I was 18. And then for 5 years, like I was kind of talking to some guys, but then I didn't want to give it up to them too soon. And then they stopped talking to me. So I was like, okay. fine.
Okay,
I'll just-
were you sucking dick, finger, anything like that?
No, it was just kissing. Oh, wait. There was some second base stuff.
Oh, she forgot about that. Like, what? Oh my god!
Some bases.
At this, hold up. At this time, I didn't know how to suck dick. So I had to learn. So then by the time I got with my second partner, I was like, oh, this is how you do it. Because when I lost it with the first guy, I lost my virginity, he didn't make me suck dick. He just gave it to me good. And he did a lot of
What
work.
about beta
It was
button?
nice.
Beta!
Yeah. So the experience comes and goes as I grow and get older. So.
Did anybody see her just avoid the question again?
What?
How was it 5 years? Like,
oh, how?
Yeah.
Like I just didn't.
Like you didn't do anything sexual, no sucking dick, no
she said she went to second base. What we trying to figure out is like why? Why was it?
I just couldn't find anyone that I was sexually compatible with. Like someone, if you will not wait, if we met 2 weeks ago and I do not want to give it up to you in 2 weeks, then that's on you. You're gonna leave me. A lot of times guys leave me. Yeah.
Have you had sex the first night before? Have you ever had a one night stand or had sex the first night?
Apparently I haven't, and I thought I had one time. I haven't.
So you had it the second night or the first and a half night?
Yeah, like the first time I met them, I didn't have sex with them then. The second time, I did.
Okay, so how is that fair? And just think from a man's point of view, how is it fair that you make one guy wait 2 dates and the other guy wait 2 weeks?
Oh, because
More than 2 weeks.
From our perspective, not your world, but just from a guy's perspective.
I just didn't feel like having sex with him at that point. I was like 18, 19.
Was it because you wasn't sexually attracted or you was afraid he was going to smash and leave?
Smash and leave.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's honest.
Yeah. And then now I'm just about my needs. So I'm like, oh, well, if I'm horny, well, if I want to have sex, and you want to have sex, well, let's get to it.
I kind of fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie, but I like that. But when you were just saying that you were afraid that the guy would smash and leave, here's a Patrice O'Neal again. I always tell women this: I don't want only pussy unless that's all you got. So, for example, if a guy's smashing and leaving you, that means you're not offering anything outside of sex.
I try to offer outside of sex. Like Lydia knows who I am. Like I'm a giver. I'm a giver. So maybe I should try not to put myself out there sexually. Just show them I don't know. There's just some things I gotta try to mask, I guess. Like if I'm showing this side of me, this is going to give guys that signal like, oh, she wants it right away. But in reality, I'm just a person who's looking for real love like everyone else. I want trust, I want honesty, but I am a freak with emotions. So if I am attracted to you and I make it known and we're both like, man, like let's do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna fight it because the sexual tension is so high. If I meet someone, when it's
temperatures rise.
You're like, well,
I don't have a high sex drive. I don't
really
at all.
Yeah,
I have to have fun. So basically, foreplay is very important. Like they're really cool. They're very fun.
What's your type of foreplay? If you like to elaborate for the folks listening,
chains and shit.
No, like a good time.
That's your type of foreplay. Okay.
Before we come back to the house.
Oh, you mean just like a good time, just like out, like.
And they don't do that. They don't do that. It's just come to the house, smoke real quick. It's like I'm going home with it. But no, I like a good time, and then then you come back.
So we're not talking about. I just want to make this very clear. Yes. We're not talking about a sexual good time or foreplay. So we're not talking about like foreplay. We go out to the park or you do some fun shit.
Right.
That's your idea of foreplay. Yes. Having a good time, having a
you go out
experience, and then
there's sexual foreplay.
Sure.
That I'm talking about.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Which one are you talking about? Make sure.
Build up. Yeah, the build up before the foreplay.
So if you go out with a guy and you're having a good time and everything's like that, days going good,
like him,
and you like him,
he
now
literally has screenshots of me saying that, like, I'm down, I like him.
And when that happens, that's basically saying like, oh, okay, like that's the stuff that kind of turns. Does that actually turn you on, or is it just like, you know what, I'm gonna just sleep with this guy?
No, a good time.
A good time. So
we got to break this down.
So have it like going out, maybe going to a.
Oh my God, he's not afraid of pictures.
Okay.
like little things.
Yeah, because she low key famous, man. I seen her.
No,
stuff, you know what I'm saying?
but we're like,
So
and
that
he's
for-
laughing. And he kind of.
But what I'm trying to figure out is, so when we're already out, right? So if you're already out, we're talking about you're getting turned on as you're having a good time with the guy, and you're thinking in your head like, dang, later I want to kind of like fuck him.
Why
You're already,
not?
it's kind of building you up.
Right.
Horny.
So that's what builds your sexual attraction. That's your type of foreplay before the actual
Foreplay.
I swear.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it is rare to me.
Really?
So when it does happen, I'm having such a good time. That's so cool.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Where's here?
Like DMV?
I was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
But I graduated Osborne High in 2009.
Where's
so
Osborne High?
in Manassas, Virginia.
Okay. So that's where you grew up.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. So your idea of foreplay is going out, having a good time, building up to that
Yes.
sexual tension.
No straight face the whole time, making me feel stupid, making me feel like I'm not funny. You know, like someone that's really,
Somebody outgoing.
yeah.
That you can-
And he doesn't have to be like that all the time. Like he can be.
And I mean, are you actually funny?
I don't exactly like. I'm probably not funny.
Let's go. Give me your best knock knock joke.
No, I don't.
Knock knock.
You know why I don't believe that?
Yeah, like he knows. Like I'm not funny.
Yeah, I know. You know why I don't believe that? Women aren't funny.
Right. Exactly. So the fact that he's even faking the laughs and stuff and making sure that I'm having a good time, it is that's very thoughtful.
That just registered. That just registered. So okay, so if he's faking the laughs, that's a turn on. Like,
It
dang, he's
takes
like
a
we feel
lot.
special because he's faking, and I know I'm not funny.
Right. At the end of the day, that's
Right.
a lot, you know.
Okay, that is very interesting. Nah, I mean that's very interesting.
What was she down here lying about while I was gone? Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it back to
foreplay.
So you can't just look at a guy and be like, damn, this motherfucker look good.
Yeah, absolutely
I want
not.
to fuck him.
He's probably mean. and
Okay.
stuff, like-
So you absolutely
but that's not always true.
you absolutely have to go out and have a good time and experience a guy and build that connection prior to
Yeah.
the foreplay. And
Yeah, not just DMing like, oh my God, like let's go out.
So you need to go on a date.
I have a really good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess TK.
I know. I can't like this. I'm not just attracted. Like, no. I
Listen.
need some more substance.
So Lydia, how do you feel? Can you just look at a guy and be like, damn, he's so fine, like, or damn, he might,
I want to have
nail,
this baby.
never-
he might nail me to the cross, like,
Nail me to the cross.
No,
Oh
I've
my
never
God.
done that.
okay.
So if Drake came in here right now and he said, I wanted to take you out, he said he wanted to sleep with you tonight.
Drake.
You tell him,
Have you seen his memes?
listen, hey, let's stick to
No,
the
that's
question.
feminine to me. Drake. Oh, that's feminine to me.
I don't want to get too off the podcast, bro. Because I got some more questions. I'll ask you after.
Listen,
I'm confused. I'm not confused, but I'm just like very intrigued. I'm like, wow.
So Kiara, do you feel the same? Do you feel like you need to build a connection, like go out with a guy and build this mental connection prior to having sex, or can you just look at a guy and be like, damn, he looks like my type, or he looks like he'll pound my shit and just do it like that? Or do you feel like you have to experience a guy outside first before?
And no judgment at all.
Yeah,
No,
sure,
not at
sure.
all.
We
These
just
are-
want the real answer.
These are just
Yeah.
questions, the answers vary.
I'm gonna answer for it though, but go ahead.
The real answer is if I look at you and I'm highly attracted to you, I'm going to try not to expose my freak side. I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm peeping what I'm seeing. Just hold it together, Kiara.
But I like it,
But I like right. And then
and
if
I
we-
might want to.
and if we have good conversations, which has happened to me before, like me and this guy talked for a good month before we saw each other for the first time. And then when we saw each other for the first time, we had sex.
Was
And
this on-
it was amazing.
Was this on a dating app?
No, I don't meet guys on dating apps.
Where did this happen? How did you talk to him for a month without actually seeing him?
This was I met him through a restaurant.
I met him through did you meet him at the restaurant? Kind of like,
Yeah, at the restaurant. I left my name and number on the receipt. He was my waiter. I just tried it.
Oh,
okay, so it's more so like indirect.
Yeah, it wasn't something like you guys were just talking like on some catfish type shit, and then it was. No, I'm trying to make sure that you see each other for the first time.
Question though, sidebar question.
Sure.
is that masculine? That what I did, put my name and number, like, hey, my name is Kiara. You can text or call me if you want.
Oh no, I like that.
That's not masculine. That's
I like that. I
like
love
that
that,
too.
actually.
Being
I was just
straightforward.
curious.
I like that.
Okay, I wanted to get a guy's perspective.
I
but
mean, I personally like approaching. You know
You
what I'm
like-
saying? I like approaching.
I
Like, you know
prefer,
what I'm
You
saying?
like
But I
to
mean,
approach.
but you got to get, yeah.
I
But
didn't want to be that guy.
I prefer the approach.
But technically, that's a one night stand.
I prefer the approach
Hey,
because it shows a certain level of
no
confidence.
bullshit. Hey, D,
Yeah.
actually, hey,
Facts.
that's actually a good point, D. Say it again.
Wait, what
I
is
didn't want
it?
to. I didn't want to be that guy, but I just listened to your story. That's technically a one night stand.
Even if I had sex with him again?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm saying you said that
The first time,
the
you got
first
it.
night you said the first time you met with somebody or link up you haven't. You said it was on the second, so that was the first one, right?
The first time I met him was at his job.
Good there, D. Good there. I
No,
like
no,
that.
no. But I'm saying you didn't know him. So like, if I didn't know, like, all right. So if I didn't know you and you left your name, y'all didn't have a conversation.
But he said that she said that they were talking for about a month, and then the first time
we were texting every day, and then we were just like, let's hang out,
What
and
kind
then we hung out.
But so does that not count? That's what I'm asking y'all. So does
What?
that not count as the? I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm not saying nothing
If
wrong
you
about it.
wanted to make it sound like a one night stand, but
No,
it was
no, not
good.
one night stand. But I'm saying off the first link. That's what they asked earlier. That's what I was asking.
I had so many problems with this story.
Oh,
Um,
why? What's wrong with it?
First of all, where are you meeting a dude that has a time to text a girl for a month without linking up?
I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, I did that in the past. I've talked to
Okay.
girls for a month.
Nah.
sometime in sales, bro, the key is in the follow up.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying it's been a month before
I'm just fucking
saw
with you, TK,
what
man.
they
Spit
fast.
your shit, man.
Listen, man.
I mean, I was feeling the energy. I just trusted my intuition. I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't rushing it. It's okay if we don't see each
and-
other right away.
And don't think we're judging you because we're not. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. That's all it is. Like, okay,
What is the bottom of this?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what?
is it?
I think I need you guys back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Because y'all are full of shit, and I haven't.
No, have us back. Have us back.
Full of shit.
And you guys got to bring, you know what I'm saying, the third musketeer next time.
Laura.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're missing right now.
Yeah,
I think
Laura.
that's.
She's
what-
probably got a lot more to fire. I
She
can probably
does. She does.
probably.
She a fire
Do you
sign.
think you
She got
think
more
you think
fire.
you think me and her get along?
She has a boyfriend, and that's probably enough.
Oh, so she thought we was one of like them creep dudes that was like, oh,
No, she was the most. She did her homework, like saw everybody, like watched all the videos.
I like that, okay.
Yes, like she was so ready, but
I guess she doesn't want to upset her boyfriend.
Right.
I feel
like them boys handsome.
or
Like-
like us being online, like
Talking and shit.
getting in
I guess talking about dating.
argumentative. Yeah, like he didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
Which is good. I respect that, and she respected it as well. So
I'm gonna tell y'all, when I have y'all back, I want to see the evolution of like y'all on
have
the
someone
platform.
harder, right? Have like some tough girls here and have us here, so we can really like.
Like, cause we have VIP lists that we have, like women that we like on the show, like who are good, and I think I might want to have y'all on that VIP list.
We
man.
would
Yeah,
literally,
we
like
would love
literally.
to.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I have a lot to learn, obviously, and it would literally help being a part of conversations like this. So
And I'll continue to break you down just slowly but surely.
I'm
Even though
used
you
to
break-
bullies, and usually the main bullies of my life are men. So I'm used to this.
It's like I'm trying to get under her skin, and she thought she just deflects it every single time.
I'm ready. I want her-
Even though you think we're bullshit, we're being transparent.
I would love to come back though, for real.
As honest as you as a girl can be, I'll probably say y'all doing that. So actually, anybody want to ask one more question, and we can go ahead and get out of
I
here.
don't
man.
think I answered the last question.
Go ahead. My battery's dying and shit.
Well, it was my question, so we can go on to the next joint.
What you
TK,
got?
that's on you.
That's my last question.
I ask a question. Could you be in a long distance relationship? Why or why not? I think that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Hell nah. And the reason being, it's not going to work because you would want to see that person. Obviously, you're going to want to have sex at some point, and then there becomes a trust issue thing because you don't know what that person is doing. They could be telling you one thing, but then as soon as they get off the phone with you, the person that they're dealing with might be in the background listening to the conversation. So you could be getting played the whole time.
Shit, she could be sucking his dick while she on the phone. I've seen that shit.
You got a mouthful of you know what, and on the phone with you.
Talking about you during pillow talk.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know,
saying, baby, I'm working.
The long distance. The long distance thing. I feel like the only time the long distance thing works is if you guys were already seeing each other prior to and already have built that level of trust and communication. Whereas though, all right, cool, you know, this is what it is. I'm going to be away for a while. Let's just try to maintain as best as possible. But if the relationship starts off as long distance, I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster.
I agree.
Anybody else have any closing remarks? Is anybody else?
That was the last question. You want to answer?
No, I'm good. I don't believe in long distance relationships. I can sum that up real quick.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, how long would we be long distant? Like, would it just be 6 months, a year? Because I could do that. I could do long.
You guys have to meet up once a week.
Huh?
Less than that. Once a month.
I mean, if I love the guy, I'll do it.
Is that enough for your freaky side?
That's enough for my freaky side.
That's not enough.
It is because I've done celibacy for 5 years. I can do it again.
I'm kind of intrigued by this freaky side she keeps talking
yes.
about. I'm like,
I want to ask.
I'm a nun.
I feel like that question is a little bit
my body count 0.
Too easy.
Lying.
I feel like that question is a little bit too easy. Let's touch on this question. And does body count matter? Why or why not?
Woo. We have this one all the time. I don't even think we agree on this.
So one time I was talking to this guy, and this was the first time a guy has ever asked me what my body count was. And this was last year. We were sitting at the beach in Mexico. It was such a nice night. And then one of his questions, like within the first hour, which was interesting, he's like, what's your body count? It's not like we had sex right after. Not right after. And then
5 minutes later,
5 minutes later, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, mine's 28," and I'm like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Mine's 6."
He knew the number.
Huh?
Of his? I said he knew the number of how many girls he slept with.
28.
That's what he told me.
Oh, wow.
He said 28. Oh my bad. Mine was 5 at the time, so 5. Yeah, and then we were just kicking it, and it was just a question, so it wasn't a deal breaker. Even though I heard the number 28, I was like, okay, like whatever.
So was he trash?
No, it was great. He was not trash. Now he was long distant, and
long
we could
distance,
not.
huh?
Long distance.
So somebody tripping.
He lives states and states away.
How long did that last?
What do you mean?
If he was long distance.
Well, since we met on the retreat, so we only talked for 2 more months after that, and then we just neutrally stopped talking.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't force it. I understood.
That was a huge thing with the last question. You know, sometimes when we say long-term relationship in 2022, 2023, like this gets very, what do we really mean by relationship? Because a relationship could be so many different things. Honestly, I would talk to a chick long-term. Now, would this probably be my exclusive main shorty? Probably not. But I will keep in contact with a chick that, hey, she in Texas right now and she in LA, and I will constantly talk to her, meet up with her, chill. But it's like, what type of relationship we talking to? You know,
that's fine.
It may just be like, you know, I'm just gonna stay in touch with this person. Whenever we link up, it's all good vibes.
Yeah, it's all
Right.
So I guess relationship
and energy.
Facts. So I guess
You have good energy. So I know a lot of people still to this day probably just need some time with you, I'm sure.
Nah, Oliver's the man for real. And he's actually he's actually my energy for a lot of time. Because I'll be sitting there tired and this nigga be like, it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning. This nigga be like, I'm ready to go. Let's go. But let's shut this down, man.
All right. So we'll do it. Closing remarks.
Yeah, ladies, give us the last thoughts on the show. Did you hate it? Did you love it?
I loved it.
I loved it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
This is our first time doing this, so oh my god!
And we hope
I'm gonna watch the playback. I'm gonna learn everything about myself, all my mannerisms, and cut it off.
So
anything that I do, that's
she's
I'm
definitely a narcissist too. On top of all the other traits that she has.
Anything weird, like I'm gonna end it right right now.
Ladies, tell the people how they can find you, social media and stuff like that.
At Naomi_Raj, NAOMI_RAHJ.
On Instagram, key_of.light, KIIOF.light.
Toon, we gonna say you for last. D.
You can find me on Instagram as Sweat for the Check.
Yeah, D.
My name.
And Toon, we gonna say you for last, bro, because you the VIP. So just hold that. D.
It was some cool things said. Glad you ladies came out tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oliver Fortune, nothing but fortune, man. What's up?
Hey, ladies, I just want to thank you guys for coming out, man. Key, we did not meet that long ago, but when we met, we instantly connected immediately. So, hey, appreciate you guys. Definitely excited to see y'all podcast and y'all can have us on. That would be great.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
that would be
absolutely.
great. I'll come through and expose all the lies you say. I'm telling your viewers.
That's fine. That's fine.
Now,
I'm ready.
now for the guests on the Toon. Tell the people how they can find you, plug your business, your IG, everything, bro.
Yeah, first and foremost, I appreciate you, TK, for having me on. Great energy. D, great energy. Ladies, Lydia, Kiara, awesome conversation, great vibes. You guys can find me on Instagram. That's my primary, social media at Sweat for the Check. Just as simple as that, Sweat for the Check. Follow me, I follow back, and let's connect.
All right, man. Look, that's all our time. To the next time.
One more thing, and you guys, we gotta get you guys back on with a bigger podcast, bigger people. If you want to come on the Shoutout Illusionz podcast, you can either send me a DM on personal page or you can DM the Shoutout Illusionz page. Make sure you do that.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea because I think we have some girls that you guys will mix very well with.
Yes.
We got a few.
I just want to learn. I just want to learn.
I got
sociology is interesting.
You know what? We're gonna put them on the list, man. Because I got a couple of girls I think that would like y'all's company, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all our time. To the next time, man.
Yes.
This is the Shoutout Illusionz podcast. Kill the fantasy, build a dream, and we are out of here.
Will I take it to the creek?